How to improve website credibility, criteria and guidelines. Do you own a website and you are not getting the sort of conversion you had anticipated from the onset? Or you probably think your website designers have done everything perfect and yet the site visitors are not converting to leads? Not too many people bother about website credibility these days. Much worse is the fact that some do not even know what it means. Do you know little or nothing about website credibility? You have come to the right place, as this website credibility article will not only be intimating you with how you can improve website credibility, but it will be exposing you to a lot of other things you never deemed important since you started doing business online. What is website credibility? This is just a term that reflects the absolute trustworthiness and expertise of your website to site visitors. That is how you can communicate to site visitors that you can be trusted and you are competent enough to deliver on your promises. So what does website credibility has to do with how your website visitors respond to whatever it is you're trying to sell them? For us, credibility is a key factor of success of our company because we help our offshore clients and we need to prove that outsourcing can be a safe solution for them. Why is website credibility relevant? The answer to the question above is that website credibility has virtually everything to do whether visitors will become leads eventually or not. Site visitors are affected in the following way. It makes them very optimistic about the owners of the site. They are rest assured when they are interacting on such sites. It becomes easier for them to align their own goals with that of the website. They feel a sense of security when they are registering their personal details. They seem confident whenever they have to do any transactions on such platforms. They always love to come back to such websites as often as they can. Looking at the above reasons, it is almost impossible to get a site visitor to do something on your webpage if you have zero knowledge about website credibility boosters, because it is one factor that largely determines user behavior. How you can improve website credibility. Having gotten a good dose of what website credibility is and how it can affect your business, the next step would be to study different factors that can be considered when trying to tell anyone who comes to your site that you know what you are doing. Here are a couple of criteria for evaluating a website's credibility and for improving conversion rates. Number 1. Accuracy. The accuracy of whatever you're putting out on your website should be certain. You only need one wrong information to send your visitors scampering out of your website. So double-check every information to make sure you are publishing the right thing. Number 2. Aesthetics. What does it take to navigate on your site? Or do you have vital information contained in a network of nested forms? Visitors enjoy coming to sites which are very easy to navigate. With just 1 or 2 clicks, they should access whatever information they need to know. So the right aesthetics means that your site should contain smooth navigation, highly interactive, confirmation messages, search capabilities, and efficient customer service, attractive, consistent page designs, etc. For your information, approximately 46.1% of visitors who hit any website are encouraged to surf a little more when the site has an appealing design, according to a survey that was carried out by the University of Malaysia. Number 3. Professionalism. Visitors do not just click on buttons that require them to commit to a transaction when they are not impressed with what they are seeing. To boost your site's professionalism, you should consider the following. Do you have any certifications from a verifiable third party? Does your website lack adverts? Are there broken links or typographical errors? What is your download speed like? Do you have support for multiple languages? How serious do you treat the privacy and security of your visitors? Number 4. Current. How often your page is updated equally helps to encourage your visitors. People do not love to go to sites that are not regularly updated. So the act of implementing date stamps on your page cannot be overemphasized. Number 5. Quality. Content quality is key to your success in this field of business. The high quality of the content you are putting out is as important as the content itself. The way your information is structured is equally important. Your contents should flow as naturally as possible. A study was carried out by an impeccable source to help ascertain how site users feel when they come across adverts on web pages. And it was discovered that 45% of users only spend about 30 seconds on that website that are not related to what they are searching for. During creating project specification for your website, you should mention that you need solutions for boosting your website credibility. Content author credibility boosters. You do not just pick any content you see on the internet and have it pasted on your website. If you're going to be impacting on your site credibility, you need to work with an author that is highly reputable in the field you are working on. So identify the author of whatever material you choose to work with. You can find the information on a particular author by looking at the copyright section of the first page or about the About Us page. Below are some other things you can verify about the author. Google them up so you can verify their qualifications. Have they authored any other content? Is the author an authority in that field of endeavor? If you cannot verify the author's identity, the content he has put up cannot be relied upon. In a recent study by some experts who specialize in user behavior, it was stated that 47% of people who visit websites tend to believe what they see on a website only when the author demonstrates a sense of authority in their content, while another 68% were solely interested in the authenticity of whatever the author was putting out. The effect of aesthetics on web credibility. In the online business, it is the more you look, the more you see. People are attracted by what they see. If it is good, they will stick around. If it is bad, they will be gone in a minute. For credibility to be enhanced, balance and harmony ought to be optimally explored. The more a web page is harmonized concerning all the elements that are on it, the more visitors trust what you are telling them from a first glance. Based on Fogg maxim, in order to increase a website's credibility, identify the elements that your audience deem most favorably and do what you can to make sure those elements are at the top of your priority list. The above statement only goes to tell us that over 80% of the reasons why users behave the way they do on our websites can be traced to what they see and like. The credibility of a website is one thing that can make or mar your business opportunities. In the online market, you have to grab every single opportunity that comes your way, and that can be made possible by enhancing the reputation of your web pages as often as you can. The online business of today is defined by professional and standard-looking web pages, and that is what we do for our clients. We help them to build trust and credibility before their audience.